they built it. That was the first one they built. That one, and then the Ku Klux Klan burned it down. And so they built this one, and then all of a sudden that one burned down too. Both of them were burned down.
Wow.
You know, this place has a lot of history, so that's why, you know, I brought my kids over here to stop and look at it, because, you know, most of my family are buried in the graveyard back there. And I bring them down here to let them know where all their ancestors are at. But my grandfather had his hands in this school. My great-grandfather had his hands in this school. Untold story about the generation that built that school is that they were all brick masons, because there were no other jobs down here.
Yeah.
And my great-grandfather died in 1951 from lung cancer. So that whole generation of black men that built those schools, they all died from lung cancer from working on the mountain, blasting that rock every day. You know?
Wow.
So in 1951, my grandfather had to fly back from Korea. He was in the Korean War to bury his father at 21 years old. You know, and he said that he had to get out from down here because the only place to work was on the mountain, and he saw it killed all of his father's co-workers and friends and stuff. So he went and joined the military, and then he not knowing that his own father was going to be next.
Wow.
You know? So yeah, it's just a lot of history in this town that's not really marked on and talked about. You have to get it from word of mouth from the elders before they pass away.
Really?
So now, you know, I'm 38 years old, and I found myself coming down here. I'm always trying to seek and consult the elders in the community, because, you know, I grew up down here from 5 years old, you know, and all the elders from that time period are gone. There's only a handful of them left.
Yeah.
You know? So
Wow.
I try to get as much history as I can, so, you know, that I can pass it down to my kids, and so on and so on, and let them know that their bloodline had something directly to do with this building. But yeah, I was just going to the graveyard to pay my respects to my great grandmother and ancestors and stuff, and I see you guys had something going on, so I had to come over here. And a man that I never got to meet, I always wanted to meet him. You know, we have his pictures and stuff hanging up, but it's a very, very intriguing individual I wish I had the chance to meet.
Yeah.
But, you know, I got to meet him through his son, my grandfather. He passed away in 2020.
Really?
But he gave me a lot of knowledge about this whole area. It's just so much history in this picture alone. That's why I just stood here just dumbfounded, just looking at it. You know, and a lot of the children in this picture I'm related to. A lot of them are my cousins and so on, because I'm related to damn near everybody down here in this town. You know, because my folks came here from Covington, and straight out of slavery when they were freed, they moved to Lithonia. You know, so most of them, a lot of them I don't even know, because they're still out in Covington. We have an entire street named after us out there. You know, because when the slave master died, and you know they freed him, he left them all the land. So a lot of them stayed, and the other set moved out here. Some of them moved here, some of them moved to Atlanta and Decatur, but the majority of them came out here. So a lot of people in this picture I'm related to. And my dad and all my aunts, they all went to school right there. The police station used to be a elementary school, and they all lived right here in the duplexes across the street. So they just get up and go to school, you know. But